Good morning. Hi, I'm Katrina, the author of the book Krave. Yes, it's been a minute. I've been on the road. I'm back. Let me move over so you can see the sun. I'm back in the place to be, honey. Okay. So I had to work on my hair a little bit. Took my nails off, got comfortable. Wakey, wakey. Happy Friday. So today, I want to talk about tips. Um, the tip situation is kind of crazy, um, but we're going to figure this out. So, well, I'm gonna give you a little. I Okay, so I was gonna come on earlier this week, but I had a couple of distractions, and when I tell you, girlfriend, ah, everybody wants something, right? But they don't want to work for it. Everybody wants to. I'm choosing my words carefully. Um, hmm, oh God, everybody wants something. They don't want to put in the work for it though. So I have a problem with that. It's been some life changing events this last week. And I know I just came off the road from North Carolina, South Carolina, and things is moving and shaking or whatever. But at this point in my life, uh, we had to pull our train over to let some people off. Do you know when you get off this train, you cannot get back on? I'll speak more of it in the upcoming days. But anyway, let's get back to it. I'm back, and it's and as well as bad things. I think. Well, I wouldn't really want to say it was bad. Um, Life changing things. It's been some great things too. I'm actually working with Barnes and Noble now, so I'm excited about that. I'm trying to get the book cover and you know, anyway. So that's that's great too. So that's a really great highlight for me, Barnes and Noble. So at this point in my life, I don't give a who gets off and who gets on. Well, ain't nobody getting on. Only way you get on if you hire. I think the next step for me is to hire a publicist. Nobody else will get on because I don't have time because you think you're not getting paid enough or it's not like Crave is out here making these millions and millions and millions and it don't work like that. You have to put the work in. But enough is enough. It's Friday. We're gonna talk about these tips. And like I said, once you're off the train, you're not getting back on. That's that Virgo bullshit. You understand? Cutoff game is second to none. Let's talk about these tips. Now let me tell you something. I don't mind tipping. I don't. But when I go to Starbucks in the morning, you don't say, "Good morning, how are you?" You don't even say that. Your total is such and such. Okay. So why would you think when you put your credit card on there, the tip thing pops up? Why would I give you a tip? Why do you think you deserve a tip? Bullshit. I went to a mom and pop store to get something to eat. I'm not gonna say the name of the store because the food is good and I like it. They might see this video one day. And you want a tip. I got out my car in the rain to go get me a small snack. And you want a tip? Child. I don't have no coffee and I ain't feel like going to the store. All you did was put my food on the tray. You didn't say, "Welcome, how are you today? How can I help you?" To me, that's where your tip will come in at. Customer service. One place I went to, I don't really care about that place too much. It's on McLean Boulevard in the shopping center where the Home Depot is, and what is that? The I place. Shout out to Kevin, we love you. Um, It's a food place, sits right on the corner. Next, tell them what you want. Then they say, do you want to leave a tip? I said, why would I do that? Okay, so what I order, I can see them making my food, so I'm not worried about them doing something to it. You understand? So I'm not worried about it too tough. Why would I give you a tip? You didn't even say thank you, have a good day, none of that. Why would I give you a tip? You didn't say welcome, how are you today? Why would I give you a tip? Even in restaurants. Now I was at a restaurant over the weekend in where was I? North Carolina. Me and my security was at Longhorn, ex security. Anyway, at Longhorn. And okay, they were slow getting us to for us to be waited on, right? But the manager made up for it. She came over and she talked to us or whatever. And it's like she apologized and she'll give us a discount. So I said, okay, cool, whatever. Just don't do nothing to my food because I don't play that game. Just trying to keep my hair straight, y'all. Anyway, so I said, okay. They will send over a waitress that is not our waitress. She doesn't work that side. She's a young lady. I thought she was gonna have an attitude because she had to work outside. But when I tell you hands down, best customer service ever. Everything that we needed, great. Now keep his cup refilled. Same as my husband, gotta keep his cup refilled. Me, not so much. I don't drink that much when I'm eating or whatever. So the bread came out, the food came out, the appetizer came out. I mean, she was on it, okay? She was so sweet. And I felt bad for her because she was like taking all these tables and like working her tail off, and the other people were just sitting there. This is the Longhorn, and what? Oh, I forgot. I know I'm using North Carolina anyway. Great customer service. She got $25. That's customer service. So anyway, ice cream shop. If I come to the ice cream shop and you say, at first, that's see how I just stood there. She stirred. Okay, it got better. Let me get to it. Okay, so I said, well, can I have? Because she's not saying nothing. And then she puts the tip thing right there. Look, you don't ever not get no tip. Okay. Anyway, so we started going through the drive-through at the ice cream shop. I'm not gonna say which one it is. Okay. So customer service 10 times better. Hi, how are you? Start getting tips. But you don't get tips if you don't give customer service. Why do we think that we have to give somebody a tip every time we go into a store? The first thing you see, tip, tip in the grocery store. Do you want to give? No, I'm not giving to nobody. Even down to our jobs, having book fairs and uh, book drives and stuff like that for the children. So I want to know our job is collecting, when donations, you know, money for children. But yet they didn't get a raise. Where is money coming from? You didn't give me a raise. Why would I? Why would I give you money for somebody else's kid? And then we don't even know if it's going to it. To be honest, that's what I told her. I said, we don't even know if it's going to it. Everybody's collecting money. Everybody wants money. And it's like everything is going up but your pay. But you want us to be that good person to give tips, 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 tips. Now, I know I say all the time, show an act of kindness. I do that in the drive-through, holding the door for someone, might pay for somebody stuff at Starbucks behind me. Those are acts of kindness. Those are my blessings that I want to pass on. But when you have a restaurant, when they don't give great customer service, Even the corner store, was it a hair store? It was like at the end of the purchase, you want to leave a tip. Why would I tip you? Now, let me tell you, I found a new hairstylist, honey. This is old. This been through some showers but it was gorgeous on this stuff. Honey, was everything. Anyway, it's a mess now. But she is awesome. It took me a while to find me a new hairstylist. And shout out to her because I'm not telling you her name. Anyway, so shout out to her. I'm so happy. Now I would be more than happy to tip her. Now I'm gonna give her a little bit more next time because I ain't had that much cash on me. I like to pay by cash. I'm a cash person. I'm not too big on using credit cards because you need to be tracked and all that kind of stuff. But I'm a cash person. So I'm definitely gonna give her more this time. But I'm very happy because my last hairstylist, Jesus, I can't. The way it just I had an event, I'm trying to call, I'm running late, but not answering me. And I was just like, I was messed up. I ain't even gonna front because I've been with her so long. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, if I don't talk to you, I'm not getting in my car and coming to your shop if I'm already late. I need to hear your voice. I need to hear that you understand, and then it's okay for me to come late. Had something, a booking, an interview, something. I had something, and I'm like, then she said, "We better than that." When I finally talked to her, we better. What do you mean we better than that? If I can come or I can, what are you talking about? So that was the confusing part, and I'm like, I've been going to you for what 6, 7, 8 years. You got to make it make sense. So I'm like, we better than that. You're not answering the phone. Did you send a text? I said, well, I have an event, but she never said, first of all, she said, we better than that, right? This is the same day of my appointment. Never said, are you coming? I got you. No, she did not. She said, well, I hope it turned out. I know you fucking lying. Child, I need some coffee. This ain't gonna work. I said, okay. She's officially fired. Because believe me when I tell you, when Crave hit that big screen, oh, it's going to hit it because I'm determined. You have no clue. After this week, oh, I'm putting that work in. Okay. So when it hits the big screen, my new stylist, she will be on that red carpet. Do you understand? But I prefer to have somebody I was with and I had built a connection with. But sometimes it just don't work out like that. Like I said, once you come off this train, it's called the Crave train. And believe me when I tell you, so many people is getting off the train. And I'm just like, I don't know why. I don't know what's going on, but it is what it is. She said, we better than that. But not once did you say, what you gonna do about your hair? You still can come. I'll wait for you. It was none of that. It was like, all right then, but we're better than that. I was messed up because we had a relationship and man, I was like, oh, you've got to be joking. You've got to be joking. All these years I've been with you, now I'm into you know, trying to get the interviews and booking stuff and you don't act like that knowing I need my hair done? I mean, I can get my hair braided, but I don't want to wear braids for everything, you know? Crave is the hair. When you see crave, you see the hair. Now, summertime, we can get, the braids is one thing, because it's hot and then you don't want all this on your back and, you know what I'm saying? So it's okay. But for you to sit up and say, we better than that, but never said, how you gonna get your hair done? I was so angry. I was so angry. I was so mad because I'm like, what am I going to do now? My hair is not done. I'm coming off vacation with our granddaughter. She gets a vacation every year. Coming off vacation with my granddaughter. I need my hair done. So I went to the mall in White Marsh. They have a braid shop there and got my hair braided. I did not want braids for my event, but I had no other choice. I wasn't going to just put shampoo in and put it in a ponytail. So I had to do what I had to do, and it turned out fine. But then I was left without a hairstylist, and this is recent. It's been a year since I found a hairstylist. Actually, um, this happened July, around July 19, 20, 20th, 21st, something like that, last year. So it's been a year since I've been without a hairstylist. I found one. I'm happy. I hope to have a great relationship with her. Um, and she'll be doing my hair for New Orleans. Baby, when I tell you, whew, I'm gonna shut down the Carter, honey. But anyway, back to the tip. So she'll get a tip. Okay. So I don't know how y'all feel about the tip thing. I was reading something, sorry. I don't know how y'all feel about the tip thing, but me, some of these people don't deserve the tips. Like, we getting ridiculous with the tips. The grocery store want money, but they don't want to give you a customer discount. They want you to, what is it, Wise? Want you to round up. Food line want you to donate. Excuse me. I haven't been to Johnson in a while, so I don't know what they want you to do. But it's just too much. Too much. Why would I round up for your company when your cashier didn't even say good morning, good afternoon? I'm not rounding up nothing. But anyway, the tips are ridiculous. I think I was at a gas station and it was like, do you want to leave a tip? Why would I leave a tip at the gas station? You didn't come out and pump this gas. Now I think in New Jersey they come out and pump your gas. That's different. But they're nice too. Believe it or not, they're really nice. Um, because my schedule took me to New Jersey. I think it was Jersey City to meet up with my husband. He tried to get out and pump the gas. I was like, "What are you doing? You don't do that in Jersey." But anyway, um, I said, "You can't do that. You have to sit in your car and they pump it." And the guy was so nice. He was such a great guy. He got a tip. It wasn't much. I had to give him $7, $8. A little something, give him a small lunch, But yeah, we got to do better with the tip things. This tip thing is getting five. What is it? $5 tip. Why you want tip? You already charging $14 for a hamburger. Why would you get a tip? When we only need one person to make the burger. We don't need all five guys to make the burger. Just the one person. Child, I can't. I don't know what you feel about the tips, but what I feel about tips is just if you're not giving no type of customer service, you don't get no goddamn tip. Excuse my mouth. It's Friday. It's 90 degrees. That kind of stuff. Anyway, so I want you to have a great weekend. Do something that you want to do. Enjoy the weekend. Husband and I, we're going to try out this crab place that make you wait 2 hours, right? Gibby's or something. We're going to try that because we need to see what the uproar is about, right? We need to see why people waiting in their cars 2 hours for somebody that don't give a fuck about. Oh, anyway, have a great day.